Welcome everyone. In this video I'm going to show you how to model something that makes sense based on all the tools that I have shown you. I mean, not all. There are some tools that we're not going to use. Alright, depends on the different case of the model you're trying to model. Alright, so we're going to model a bowl. So if you want to model a bowl, there are two primitives that is close to it that you can use to model, which is the cylinder and also the sphere. Sphere is more faster, but for this tutorial we're going to use the cylinder instead, so that you will learn more. So I'm going to create the diameter of the bowl like this. Now do not worry about the actual size relation, like you don't have to go into the modifier and type the proper radius of the bowl. For now, let's focus on the modeling technique instead of getting the right precision on the size or the scale of the bowl. Okay, so I'm gonna adjust the height to about like this, and it's advisable that you do not start with too many polygon faces. So segment here I'm gonna put 4, and the side you will be thinking, oh, I want a smooth rounder bowl, so I want 128. So that's soft, that's rounder, right? But don't worry about that. You're gonna start with more lesser than that, which is just 12 side. Okay, later you'll see we're gonna add a modifier that will make it into a higher polygon or high resolution model. Okay, so once we have this set up, okay, with these numbers, and now we can go and add editable poly. Okay, open the stack and select the vertices. I'm going to go to the F for front view and zoom into that, and what I'll do is I'm going to make the shape. Let me get the tools that will help me draw on the screen, which is called Epic Pen. Okay, so what I'm going to do is from the side here I want to make it look like this and like that shape. Alright, so just 1/2 it look like that. Okay, I'm gonna hide this. So to do that, okay, I'm gonna select one whole row like this and use the move tool, and then just push it down a little bit, and then selecting this row, and then just move it down a little bit like that. Let's look at the picture again. So something here and here. Okay, the rest should be fine. So what I'm going to do now is, as you can see, this should just be straight. So I'm not going to touch this. I'm not going to expand this part, but I'm going to expand the third one here, the third row. Use the scale. Put your mouse at the center here. Do not push on the Y, because if you push on the Y, it looks okay from this view. It expanded, but if I go to perspective view, you'll see it's an oval shape. It's not a rounded shape, because what you did just now is, I did just now, just push on the x-axis like that. You should be pushing on all axes in the center here. Okay, so please don't make that mistake. That's a very noob mistake. So put your mouse in the center here and expand. Then I'm gonna select another row, expand again, and last one here on the top, expand that again. Okay, so something like what we planned just now. Alright, so yeah, you can have different type of sizes if you want. You can adjust that, you can adjust it up and down. Okay, the next part is let's go to perspective view. P for perspective. Just the outer shape is already there, but the inner part is not. Okay, I'm going to split this view into two. You can click at the side here and choose the two split mode, and this one I'm going to hit P for perspective, F3 for having it into a shaded view, and F4 for shaded and wireframe or edge faces view. This one I'm going to go with F for the front view. So yeah, like that. Okay, so this is better for us to do this next step. Alright, let's go to polygon and select the top one, and we are going to choose inset. Now what do we do with inset is we're going to create a frame for thickness of this bowl. So click and drag using the inset tools. So okay, done. I'm going to right click, exit. So now this is what the thickness of the bowl is going to be. Okay, and once we have the thickness, then we can start to extrude, or we use the bevel inwards. For the next operation, I'm selecting this polygon face, select the bevel settings, so we can do this slowly. I want you to bevel inwards, downwards like that. Okay, you can see how it goes from here on the left view. Now this is a problem because it goes inside out, so that's dangerous. So I'm not going to extrude all the way down and then decrease the size like this. That is not really effective, because you see on the outer there are few horizontal loops to create the shape. This one is only one going down there. It's not really a good way to do it. So you need to follow the one outside there, unless the shape is really like this, like you intended it to be like this. But in this case it's not. I'm going to undo, Ctrl Z. Okay, I'm going to stop from here, and then I'm going to adjust the width to go smaller a little bit, so that it follows this angle here. You can see first it's straight and now it's inside. See, it's going inwards. This is the thickness. Alright, so once we've done that, we hit plus to continue beveling again. I still want to continue, hit the plus. See, it bevels again here. You can adjust the angle, going down, bevel, and then one more time down, make it go up a little bit, and make it go in. Hit OK. There you go. Now you have a complete beveled bowl inwards. Alright, so that's how you basically model the bowl. And this is low polygon, low resolution model. Like you can use it for mobile games, or it's not really heavy in the polygon amount. Alright, but what if you want it to be a like a smooth high resolution model? So you need to apply on top of the edit poly here. Okay, make sure you're at the edit poly. Okay, selected, and then go to modify list, and then hit T on the keyboard. It will go down all the way to T section, T alphabetical. Choose turbo smooth. See, now turbo smooth is on top of edit poly. You got the model now looking more smoother. Alright, but it's still kind of boxy. Okay, so you can increase the smoothness into like these two, increase the iteration. So don't go more than 4. 3 should usually be enough. 4 if you really want to make it super smooth. Okay, so now it's super smooth. I can also turn on the isoline display so that I can see not too many wireframe. It will follow the amount of wireframe we have for the low poly. But there's a problem here, right? The bottom here, you see here, it's not flat. It's kind of soft. That's what Turbo Smooth does. Turbo Smooth is a subdiv. Subdivision. Subdiv means subdivision method of smoothing an object. So what it does is, for example, here, if I have two polygon face like this, right? And if I apply the Turbo Smooth and increase the iteration to, let's say, level 1, okay, so level 1, what it does is it will start smoothing the angle of the low poly and also multiply the amount. So now it becomes like 4 here, and then there's also like that. So it becomes multiplied. The more higher number, the more it multiply, and the more smoother it's going to get. Okay, you can get more of this. So it depends on how it works. This is how it works. Okay, so the low polygon angle of the faces help to give guide on the direction of the curvature of the high polygon model in the Turbo Smooth. Alright, so how do we make this more flat? Is by adding more edge loop or edge at the area we want it to be sharp. So if I go back down here, and okay, in edit poly, I need to turn this off. Show end result, meaning show whatever result is on top. So it's on right now. I'm going to turn it off. Now I can see my low polygon. So what I do is I'm going to make this a big view. Let's go back here, edit poly. Alright, I'm going to use the on edge mode. I'm going to chamfer this. Double click to select the loop, and then go to the chamfer. I'm going to click the settings chamfer because I want more option. I want to increase the multiplication. Now if like this, it will turn to be more smoother, but the closer it is together, the more sharper the angle going to be in the Turbo Smooth version. Okay, if it's closer, if it's further, it's going to be softer. And also if I put like just 2 split, it will not be that sharp angle. I put 3, will be more sharper. So the more dense the edge loop near those corner, it will be more sharper. And then hit OK, and let's see how it looks like here. See, it's sharp now, but the bottom here is still soft. So I need to multiply this edge. I can use the chamfer, but it's hard to select the edge here. Why? The edge loop here is hard to select, cannot select, because this is not a this is an n-gon, so it doesn't know where to go, to which direction. Should it go here, up there, should it go straight? So it doesn't know where to select the next edge. Like here is easy because it detects, so I can go directly here. Okay, so another way is to use the swift loop. So I can select the swift loop. I can put my mouse here in the edge, on the edge here, and then I can make it closer. Click one time like that. Now I have 2 loops at this corner. So if I click the show end result, you'll see now it's more flattened and more softer. Okay, now if I put one more, like here, it will be even sharper. Alright, same goes to the top here. If you want it to be soft like this, but usually bold and the corner here is kind of soft, but if you want to make it slightly harder, you can do this. Swift loop, just add 1 in the middle here, in the middle, so then it will be slightly sharp, not too sharp, you see. Right, so that's how you make a high resolution model that you can use for film animation or visual effects. Okay, so that is how you model. And the tools that we use so far for this one is open the list, is we use the edge chamfer, we use the polygon bevel, we use inset, polygon inset, and we use swift loop to create this bow. Alright,